Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and welcome to another episode of Maryland Criminal Defense Today. I'm in the studio by myself today. Renee was not able to join me today, but I'm sure she will be in on the next topic that we have. And for today's topic, this was an email that we got, was from an individual who has been charged with second-degree assault in Maryland. And what I want to do is quickly let you know, if you're listening and you have been charged with something like this, where you can go to find out more information on the actual charge. But the actual charge of second-degree assault is found in the criminal law article of the Maryland Code, and it's section 3-203. And the penalty aspect, I'm going to go over the penalties real quick for second-degree assault. The penalty is, it's considered a misdemeanor of assault in the second degree, and on conviction, a person is subject to imprisonment not exceeding 10 years or a fine not exceeding $2,500 or both. Now, what I want to do is I want to frame the issue here to let you know specifically what I'm talking about with the second degree assault. When you're talking about this level of assault, you're generally talking about a fight. A lot of times, two people fighting or a group of people fighting. That's normally where you're going to see second degree assault being charged in Maryland. If a weapon is used, then in all likelihood, that's going to bounce it up to first degree assault, which is a felony, and that's a whole different issue. But for today, I want to talk about just second degree assault in the context of a fight between two people. And what we try to do when we have a client that contacts us with the issue of second degree assault is we want to find out what happened. We want to find out who said what, who did what led up to the altercation. Because in our opinion, or especially my opinion, the only way to really have a good understanding and to present a good defense for this type of charge is you got to know what happened. You have to know who did what, who said what. What were the actions of the other person or the other people. So that's one of the first things that we try to do and what we want to find out in this type of situation. And if you heard me, if you were paying attention, you might have noticed that I said defense. And normally the big defense that we are trying to use, or we're trying to see whether there's grounds for it with a specific set of circumstances, is self-defense. Because self-defense can be used as a legal justification for this type of charge. So that's why I said it's very important to know what took place. I'll talk about a case that we had. Renee and I tried in Prince George's County, where we had an individual who was, charged with first degree assault. Now, again, this is first degree assault, but I think there was a second degree assault that was also in there too. But I can't remember. But the big point was that the main issue in the trial was self-defense. The big issue was whether at the time the assault took place was our client in reasonable fear of bodily harm. Now, again, I said reasonable fear of bodily harm, and the reason why that's important is because that's what the jury or fact finder will be looking for in your situation if you assert a defense of self-defense. They're going to be looking to see, was it reasonable for you to strike the other person, based on the situation? Did you have a reasonable belief to use self-defense? So I hope that gives you a good understanding or a basic understanding of assault in the second degree in Maryland and what you will be looking to put on for your defense in that type of situation. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this podcast up. And again, this is Maryland Criminal Defense Today. If you would like us to answer a question that you may have regarding Maryland criminal defense, that's criminal defense cases, DUI cases, DWI cases, traffic offenses, you can send us an email at info@marylandcriminaldefense.com. at bostonlawllc.com. Again, that's info at bostonlawllc.com, or you can give us a call at 301-850-4832. Again, that's 301-850-4832. And we will be glad to talk to you about your situation. As you see on this podcast, we handle questions like this all the time, and we'll be glad to help you out. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. You have just listened to a podcast from the trial attorneys at Boston Law Group, LLC. For more information, you can reach us at 301-850-4832. And if you would like us to answer a question in one of our podcasts, send us an email at info@bostonlawllc.com. Thank you and have a great day.